Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, this is not normal. I usually don't sound like a frog. If you have been here before, I'm glad you're back, and I'm sorry for the absence. Obviously, I've been sick. This is an interesting little read that I did during the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. I channeled for over 13 straight hours, did all 12 signs, very super long readings. I got into some weird Sabian symbol stuff and some spells for you guys and all kinds of craziness. 13 decks of cards. It was nuts, all right? And the readings were super long, and like they did not get a lot of views because YouTube does not like to plug long videos. They're on to shorts now. So I just wanted to make sure that you got these very special messages. I had done a, full general energy check with the Slavic cross. I did full Hoodoo Tarot warning messages. I did you versus them love connection. I did oracle pulls, something else, I don't remember, but there's lots. All right, so I'm going to be reposting these into shorter, more manageable videos to make sure that you guys got all your messages. I worked really hard to curate these 13 decks. Please check out the original reading because I feel like for continuity purposes, it works better when you watch it all together because I reference back and forth to things during the reading that happened prior, and also make sure that you check out the extended where I read to you from all of these lovely, beautiful books that we used for your read. Oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd. And give you all the oracle messages and special meanings and things like that, okay? If you guys would like to support my channel or book a personal reading, donate, whatever, I would greatly appreciate it right now as I am not doing well. All that info is in the description box below, all right? So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy your reading. Here you go. Here are your Hoodoo Tarot warning messages. Next, we are going to take a look at the Hoodoo Tarot and get a couple warning messages, and then move on to the ridiculous of the Fantod pack. I am having the hardest time sorting these cards because they are so similar looking. Put away this Santa Muerte, get to the Hoodoo. I'm doing 3 random messages from the Hoodoo for you guys to be aware of. Let's do it. All right. Let me just make sure I didn't throw any of the wrong cards. Doesn't look like it. Good for me. All right. All right, Libra. Let's get you some random messages from the Hoodoo Tarot today. What does Libra need to know right now? Oops. What does Libra need to know the most right now? What do you want to tell Libra? The Garden, which is the World in the reverse. The Chariot, Railroad Bill in the reverse. The Page of Cups, Daughter of Baskets in the reverse. What is all this reversed energy? Upside down. 2 of Wands in reverse. Who took the wind out of your sails, all right? Page of Wands, the Page of Cups in reverse is hurtful, emotional, childish communication, selfish, bratty, spoiled, like energy that just wants to do damage, all right, on an emotional level. Whatever this damage done to you was, left you feeling 2 of Wands in reverse. Like you have no options. Like the world is not at your fingertips. It's like crushed you, all right? Don't ever lose your dinosaur. If you've seen Step Brothers, you'll get that reference. Don't lose your dinosaur. Don't lose your sense of wonderment. Your 6 of Cups from childhood. That, wonder about the world, that excitement, that innocence, all right? Someone took it from you. Some of you, it got taken from you. You've not worked through this, all right? You've not defeated this monster. The World in reverse, Chariot in reverse. You're not protecting yourself from this energy. You're not closing out this cycle. You're still allowing this energy to talk down to you and make you feel some kind of way about yourself. You're still allowing this energy to, you know, make you feel like you're worthless and that you don't have any other choices but the sad rock bottom or whatever. It's like an abusive energy, all right? Mentally abusive. It's very, I don't like this energy. It's also you just giving up, all right? Railroad Bill represents the Chariot card in this deck. Railroad Bill is a real person, all right? He was a fugitive. He was more like Robin Hood, though. He was like stealing from the rich and giving it to the poor. And the government couldn't catch him. He eluded them for years. There were plays written about this man. It was big time news back in the day. He was, you know, an elusive criminal. He would hop the rails and ride the railroads around the, you know, the U.S. He would have shootouts with the law. He would defy, you know, bravery and all sense of rational judgment. He was not afraid, all right? He kept moving. He never stopped. He never gave up. He never folded. He had people shooting at him and like wanted posters everywhere, and he kept persevering. Do you have that kind of energy? You don't right now, and that's what they want from you. If you want it, you have to fight for it. You can't just lay down and die when it gets hard and quit. You go back to the drawing board and you come up with your practical plan. Okay? Okay, 2 more messages from the Hoodoo. What else does Libra need to know right now? Oof, 10 of Wands in the reverse. You're about to give up on something. Justice, Dr. Buzzard. It is an unfair situation, all right? That's your energy, Justice. But Dr. Buzzard here, okay? This is the Hoodoo Tarot. It's representative of, you know, slave times, African American people, descendants. These people could not get justice, all right? There was no justice for Black people in those times. Dr. Buzzard knew that, all right? He was still an attorney. He still had to go to court and fight for his clients, but he knew that the courts were never going to give him a fair shake. He knew that the deck was already stacked against him. He did not give up, though, all right? Despite knowing that the odds were almost impossible, he was a root worker. He would chew galangal roots, or he would, you know, work roots on witnesses or whatever. He would get his justice, all right? Because he knew that if he didn't go out and do it himself, then it wouldn't come. He was a go-getter. He was a doer. This is too hard for you to, you know, like 10 of Wands in reverse here. Like, you don't want that burden. You don't feel like you're giving up because you do see how unfair it is. And you're not wrong. This is not a pity party energy. You're correct. There is something unfair. Whenever you see Dr. Buzzard show up, there is a lack of, you know, proper justice or channels to get your proper justice. So you have to make a new channel. This is what you guys need to do. You need to find a workaround. All the traditional means of getting what you want have been exhausted. So you're just like, well, that's it. That's it. No, Dr. Buzzard would never say that's it. He would go conjure up some root and get what he wanted. All right. He always got his justice. Always. The Star card is here with the 10 of Wands in reverse. This is fixable. Star. This is fixable. Your dreams are still possible. They're still here. All right, but you have to shoulder the burden. This 10 of Wands card is talking about how close she is to getting to this flower that she's been laboring forever to go get up this mountain. You're quitting right before you touch the petal. That's how close you are. And you're about to tap out. It's still fixable because look what happens. I read art. She's trying to get that little red flower, and look what she's holding in her hand, the red flower. You get what you want in the end, but you need to show your fight. You need to show your strength. There's nobody better than to, well, actually, you know what? That's wrong, because you guys want traditional justice as a Libra. You don't want Dr. Buzzard's, you know, backhanded justice, which wasn't backhanded, though. You have to realize that things really were unfair. If you have a corrupt court system and you're going against their rules, are you the corrupt one? No, you're not. You're just one trying to right the wrong and work within a very unfair system. You are placed fish out of water energy in a very unfair position. So don't lay down and die, you know, figure it out. Easier said than done, I'm sure. Last message for Libra, what is it? You feel like you can't win, but you can, all right? Dr. Buzzard always won. You don't like your options that you have. 4 of Cups. Judgment in reverse, the Tower, and the Ace of Wands. This takes a lot of effort, whatever this is. You know what you need to do and you don't like it. You understand that these things are for your benefit, but you don't like it. You don't want to look at it that way. You kind of just want to be sad about it for a little while. Do all you want. The Tower is still coming down. Here's the Tower. Rose-colored glasses on there. You got Judgment in the reverse. And Bones. And you got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. The longer you fail to act here, the longer you fail to pick up the Ace of Wands and get inspired by this trauma, the worse it gets. You guys are feeling like if you sit in this place of stagnancy right now, this Tower card, that, the tower won't fall, that, it's really not that bad yet. I don't have to do anything yet. This is not something that can wait. This is an urgent energy. It needs to be done now. It is worse than it seems, all right, to some extent. This Tower card is about, somebody's looking at this slave master's mansion through rose-colored glasses, so it just looks like the pretty little plantation antebellum farmhouse that it is, when really it's like a terrible nightmare. Like, you have been, I can't stress it enough, like, I just feel bad for you because I feel how unfair things have been. And most people would hit rock bottom and break under those circumstances. But it's like, you don't have that option. You got to keep pushing. Keep it pushing, Libras. All right, let's lighten it up with a little bit of weird humor here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys would like to book your own personal reading or donate to the channel or check out this original read in its entirety with my masterful 13 deck channeled crazy eclipse read, please do that. All those links are in the description box below. Love you guys, and I promise to get my voice back to better and on the mend. Catch you next time. Bye.